Hey, I want to talk about being a peacemaker. I hear this term a lot right now because it feels like the world's on fire sometimes, especially when it comes to religion and politics. I think we've atrophied some skills or we just never developed them. Let me explain. I think there's 3 stages on being a peacemaker, and we should aspire to the top one. The first one I'll call a peacefaker. And I'm coming in on this one hard because I think it's a fake. And this is where people avoid a conversation because they say we should avoid contention. And so it's like there's a battle going on. It's like, great, let's move to Antarctica and let's not make peace. Let's enjoy peaceful feelings. I think that is just dead wrong. You're not making peace. You're just delaying conflict, really. Those feelings are going to fester. Those feelings are going to come out at some time. So you'll see it on a family thread and well-intentioned. And they'll be like, no, I want to avoid conflict. Let's not talk about this. You'll see it in family get-togethers. And yes, it makes sense sometimes to be like, hey, right now is not the time. But because of that, because that's all we do is avoid, avoid, avoid. And so then we only have conversations with people that agree with us because then there's no feelings of contention. So we end up never learning, never building the skills for having difficult conversations. This is a peace faker, not a peacemaker. The second tier is where we'll engage, kudos, but we'll kind of transcend it and be like, hey, you know what? A pox on all their houses. These people commit crimes, these people commit crimes, and so everyone's right in some way and everyone's wrong in other ways. That's an attempt at peacemaking, and at times that can surgically be used well. But if that's our go-to all the time, it's a cop-out. We're engaging, but we're not engaging at the level of discernment. We are applying false equivalencies. Oh, this person was a jaywalker and this person robbed a bank. Hey, there's crime on both sides. That's an oversimplification and a false equivalency. We need to apply discernment, and so we need to get specific. And then we can parse out maybe what's right on this issue and what's wrong. That's the second tier. Better, but still not good enough. I think the third tier is roll up our sleeves, get in there, get specific, and through trial and error, we learn to build bridges. And that means a lot of the times we're going to make mistakes and we're going to have to apologize. If we are apologizing after a sensitive conversation, that probably means, in my mind, that we are trying to be a peacemaker, which means we're in the fray, we're having hard conversations, we're new to this, so we're learning, which means we make a lot of mistakes, and so then we're apologizing. And we just get better at that over time. And the need to apologize becomes less, and then we actually learn to listen, we learn to be open, to have our mind changed, we can breathe and calm ourselves down. These are all learned skills. So it's an action. We get in there and we make peace. You don't avoid, you don't try to transcend, you engage humbly, and over time, you learn to build a bridge. You learn to apologize. And from this, you then learn how to connect and how to really understand people and how to have hard conversations. That's the skill of being a peacemaker, in my view. I'd love to know what you think. Add something in the comments and I'll try to practice that in real time. All right, we'll see you. Bye.